Whoa, what's up, everybody? Having some technical difficulties. I don't know what happened. Won't let me do my thing. Wow. What's up, Wingspan? What's up, Bill? Welcome in, y'all. For some odd reason, it won't let me do my thing. I don't know. I had damn thing set up and it won't do it. Let's see if it'll do it here. No. Welcome in. This is great. My show's all messed up already. Look at that. What's up, Jody? Welcome in. We got some things to go over tonight. If I can ever get this computer to act right. I don't know if it's doing it or not. Can you guys hear me? What's up? Let's see. No, I might be able to do it now. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta do it now. Let's see if we can do this. No, I got it, I think now. We'll see, guys. Let's check it out. Boom.
Till I collapse, I've been moving too fast. Got my foot up on the gas, full throttle till I crash. I'm back with a vengeance. You gon' see me end this. I will be ascending. I don't ever slack. I got my eyes on a prize. What I see for my life, I don't float, no, I fly. Do or die. Cause you gotta do or die. There ain't no compromise. Get ready for a fight.
Do you wanna see what you're made of? What if there was no one to save us? Would you leave it all on the pavement? Would you die to the ground with some straight blood? I just wanna find out my limits. I'ma put everything in it. I'm in this life to win it. And this is just the beginning.
Do you want it bad? Do you want it bad? Do you want it bad? I'll fight till I collapse. I'll fight till I collapse. Till I collapse. My energy is unmatched. I don't get tired, no, I don't get gas. Still working to surpass. Everybody getting past on my way up fast. So watch out for me now. Everybody in the town will be looking at my crown. I got my knuckles all wrapped. Blood drips from the scab. Bloody fists from the jabs.
Do you wanna see what you're made of? What if there's no one to save us? Would you leave it all on the pavement? Would you die to the ground with some straight blood? I just wanna find out my limits. I'ma put everything in it. I'm in this life to win it. And this is just the beginning.
Do you want it bad? Do you want it bad? Do you want it bad? I'll fight till I collapse.
What's up, everybody? There we go. I finally got it working, but hard telling how long it's going to work like that. Uh, you never know with this stuff. Me, I am. Well, let's see here. Let me get rid of that. Anyhow, I have technical difficulties all the time. What's up, Bill Wingspan, Jody FJ, John Denicola, Big John D in the house, y'all. What's up, my man? Motherfucking trucker. What up? What up, Mitty? What's going on? So, welcome in, everybody. So, we got, I just wanted to go live tonight. It's been a few weeks, so, wanted to see what happens. I mean, it's one of them things. We got an open panel. Anybody's welcome to come up, ask me any questions, ask me any hard questions. If they got any hard questions or any easy questions. I like easy questions because I don't do well with hard questions. But welcome to come up, hang out. I don't give a shit. We'll see what happens. I mean, we all know what happened the last live stream I had. That was pretty, yeah, pretty insane. Ain't much been going on, man. I've been working a lot. Used and what's that? Used an F2C. I don't know what that is. What's up, though? Welcome in. Good to see you. Ed. Okay, gotcha. Did have I don't know who it was, what it was. YouTube made that channel name for you. Oh, well, welcome in. I don't know what it was, but I don't know. I'm kind of on the bubble. If this person is, if someone's not impersonating a certain person on YouTube that's been going around and making memes or making shorts and stuff about X Havoc. Yeah, making live streams about X Havoc, Gregory, AJot, West Side, so on, me, so on and so forth. But I'm kind of thinking that it might be somebody else. But anyways, they happen to be in a live stream, and I guess they thought they were doxing me, which was funny as shit. Because I mean, you were able to watch my videos. Thank you for the hours, the watch time hours, and and the views. I hope you hit the like button or the dislike. I don't care, whatever. But they were able to watch a video or two of mine and be able to get some information from watching videos of mine, which if I was worried about what you were seeing, I wouldn't put it on YouTube. You understand? So you didn't bother. It didn't bother me a bit. I actually thought it was fun. Grain. Yeah. 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 I actually thought it was funny when I was reading the chats. What's up, Nova? Welcome in. How you doing? Someone else slid in. What's up, Justin Garza from the La Rata Corporation? We are La Rata here for sure. And maybe, and not all the time, people that claim to be La Rata agree with one another. You know what I mean? I see some other people claiming La Rata. One of the only reasons they claim Rata, if it wasn't for me, they wouldn't even know who Clash with Bow was and wouldn't even know nothing about that channel. I'm just saying, period. It's because I promoted Clash with Bow for years on my live streams. What's up, Oklahoma? What's up, Dennis and X? Welcome in. And that's how some of these people have found Clash with Bow, right? But I'm not mad at you, whatever. I mean, Clash with Bow's my dude, and I'll always promote his channel. You either like him or you don't like him. It doesn't matter to me one bit. And I'll tell you what, from the conversations that me and him's had, it doesn't matter to him one bit either. He doesn't dwell on people who like him or who don't like him or things like that of that nature. You know what I mean? He doesn't let that shit bother him, dwell on it. It is what it is. And me, I mean, he's out here to catch that dollar. You know what I mean? He's grabbing at that dollar, that bit. I'm not grabbing at that bit. Yeah, Nova, I know you have, but I'm just saying some other people. You know, I was just talking and kind of saying things that were in my mind. But anyways, he's out there grabbing that money. I'm not in it for that, man. This is just a hobby per se or whatever, man. And if I meet some cool people along the way, man, it is what it is. And I ain't gonna lie, I met some cool people along the way, and I could go down a list of people that I met that were cool. No one that I have met on YouTube, like met outside, not on YouTube on here, which a lot of people that I met on YouTube on here that I've never met in person are good people and I think are great people. And I appreciate every one of them. And a lot of them are real good friends of mine that call just to check on me sometimes. Just, hey, man, I ain't seen you. Hey, how you doing? How's the fam? Hope everything's well and stuff like that. You know who you are. And that's cool. But I mean, I met some cool people, man, along the way, and everybody that I've met so far, I've considered cool people, and I think are cool people, and some of them don't line up with the people that other people that I think are cool. You know what I mean? But that doesn't matter, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, Mitty, it is what it is. I know you're busy. Yeah, like Jody FJ, like that dude right there, man. That's one of my main men right there. Like my man, like me and Jody. I wish he was closer to me because we would be like hanging out every day. Jody is a bad motherfucking dude right there. And Midwest, man, Midwest accountability is like he's caught a lot of heat over the shit that's happened. Brandon Mitchell, that's another dude I met. Brandon Mitchell's my dude. Cool ass motherfucker Brandon is. But Midwest, like he's caught a lot of heat over, over having a friend. He's caught a lot of heat over having a friend, not a YouTube friend, a fucking friend. And he's caught a lot of heat over having a friend. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you what, man. Out of all, that's a stand up motherfucker right there. Like that dude is a stand up dude. Period. What's up, Claiborne? So all this shit that people yap about him, and oh he's this and he's that and he's this and he's that. Man, they don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. I wish I had a friend. Yeah. But yeah, they don't know their ass from a hole in the ground when it comes to Midwest. Midwest. You want somebody on my side? I definitely want Midwest on my side. 100%. I want Midwest in my corner. So whatever. And I'll tell you what, man. And I appreciate you too, Midwest. I'll tell you what, man. Another one. And I can tell you this because this is one of the people that have been having a lot to say about Midwest, and that's the Angry Vet. I met the Angry Vet, and the Angry Vet's a cool motherfucker in my book. You know what I mean? Like I don't look at the YouTube and the blah, 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 that's going on YouTube. I look at what I seen and the conversations that we had outside of the YouTube game. And Tab, to me, the man that I met is all right dude. You know what I mean? Like I'll say it like I don't He's not like he is on YouTube, you know? And I think a lot of people are like that. And they can say they're not. They can be like, oh, I'm the same person I am on YouTube that I am in real. Man, no, I don't believe, man. I don't believe that shit, man. When you get on YouTube, you get a little, you have a little, how do I want to say it? A character. And you know what I mean? Like a certain character to play. And then there's so many dynamics that are going to this so-called 1A community, right? Okay. And there's I mean not really, but to a certain extent, you know what I mean? Like you're not Midwest, but you are. You know what I mean? Like I've seen a different side of you that I seen on YouTube, you know. So I don't know. But what I was getting at is that um oh shit, I got sidetracked again. What the fuck am I talking about? Um there God damn it, I forgot what I was talking about and I hate when that shit happens. Um God damn it. There's other motherfucker. I mean, like Big Man Audits, man. That's my dude too. Like, I don't see Big Man. A lot of people don't see Big Man no more. A lot on YouTube, but Big Man Audits is my dude. You know what I mean? And I'm sure we'll be able to. I'm sure me and him will hang out. Indoctrination. That's my dude. You know, me and Indoctrinations hung out, spent a lot of time together. That's my dude too. You know. Um, Great Lakes Audits. You know, some people you either like them or you hate them. Great Lakes Audits. You know what I mean? Great Lakes Audits is that's my dude. You know what I mean? Like I can call him right now and he'll show up at my front door in 10 minutes. He'll be here in 10 minutes. I can call Doc. I can call Indoctrination. I can call Doc, and it might not take Doc 10 minutes because he's not that close to me. It'll take Doc more than about 25 minutes. But if I call Doc and I needed him, he'd be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so them are my dudes, you know what I mean? Solid people, you know. And all this fucking YouTube drama and all this shit, man, is stupid. But these motherfuckers is taking it. These motherfuckers is taking it to a whole nother level, man. Like a whole nother tier, man. And all this suing motherfuckers and I'm gonna sue you and I'm gonna see, man. Listen, man. First off, fuck you. You ain't gonna sue me. You're a bitch made. You're a bitch. I ain't even gonna say it on YouTube. You're a bitch made. Period. Um, what's up, Soul Burner? Welcome in, brother. Um, and you're not gonna sue. Quit threatening to sue people, man. Just man, don't come on YouTube talking crazy and you wouldn't have these problems, man. You coming on YouTube and you're talking crazy and then you're putting people in your mouth. And that's the thing though, is that you feel like that if someone says something about you, you got to say something about them. So then you say something about them and then the cycle goes on. And it's just a cycle, you know what I mean? And then you're saying something about them, and then they're saying something about you. Then you say that you're bringing their name up, and then you're bringing their name up, and you're bringing her name up, and bringing her name up, and this and that, and this and that, and this and that. And it's a never-ending story, man. And the shit is so old, man. What's up, bro? What's up, brother? Welcome in, man. Um, so like this isn't just a never-ending story, man, and people just don't realize this. It's you know I don't even. You could document what you got going on, but you don't have to document it all over YouTube, or you don't have to the trash somebody's name. There's an old saying that says two wrongs don't make a right. You know what I mean? and you think you're right, but you're really not right because you're trashing someone else's name. You're in the same breath of you trashing someone else's name, you're trashing them their name and bitching about them trashing your name. Come on, man. What the fuck? Wait the fuck. Grow the fuck up. That's some high school bullshit or some junior high school bullshit or something. Grow the fuck up, man. You a grown ass man. You grown ass men. Like, man, I'm gonna quit before I get all heated and get all upset. I'm gonna quit on that subject. But I do have some shit to go over. So I'm thinking, and I mean, I don't know if I can open up let me see if I'll open up another uh page on another YouTube on my computer, and you guys let me know if I start lagging. 'Cause I don't know if I'll start lagging or not. I want to try to put a poll in the uh put a poll in the chat, and then you, you guys will know what the poll is. I ain't did one of these polls in a while, so I forgot how to do it. So give me a second. Let's see. How the hell you do that shit? God damn. I'm turning that shit off. I turned that little I turned that little damn reactions off. I don't know if that helped. I hate that fucking thing. Community moderation, participation. Oh, timestamps. How the hell you make a damn yeah, man. I'll dance on a fucking pole, you motherfuckers. That's what I'll do. How the hell you make a poll in your fucking chat, dude? Engage with audience. Start a poll. There you go. Well, goddamn. Oh, shit. What the hell just happened? Sorry about that. Oh, let's see. All right, we're going to start. I'm going to put this poll in there, y'all. Y'all take this poll and let me know what y'all think. Rubbing it for a bit. Global warming. Right. Yeah. Take this poll. Let me know what y'all think. I've been thinking about doing another waxing show, man. Maybe tomorrow night. Depends on what you guys say. But I mean, we got to have some participation, right? We got to have some participation. So I need some donations for the participations, right? Because I'm not gonna wax my fucking body for free. I'm not gonna do it. Y'all enjoy that shit. I'll be making y'all laugh. Y'all be clipping it. Y'all be making your own videos about it, laughing your asses off. So, let me know how you guys all feel, and maybe we'll do some waxing tomorrow night. What you think about that? Sunday night, everybody's home or should be home, other than Midwest. Maybe we'll do some waxing. Who clipped it? Man, everybody clipped that shit. Everybody was clipping that damn shit. I still get people talking about, man, I'll watch that waxing video and da 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 da. Good Citizen Media. Yeah, John Denicola. Drop his. I got a gifted membership in that channel today, and I wasn't even in there. I was at work, and I just got an email that said I got a gifted membership in Good Citizen Media. So yeah, check it out. Y'all, did that little heart thing go away? I turned that motherfucker off. Maybe it won't go away until the next live. X Habit clipped the shit out of it and made all kinds of videos about the waxing, man. $50 to wax toes. Are you on it for 50, Bill? I'm down. We can do that shit tomorrow. I'm down for $50. You cash at me $50 and I'll do an armpit for sure. I'll tell you what, Bill. You cash app $50 to the toe fund, and I'll do 2 strips on one armpit. So to make sure that after the first one, we get a second one on that same armpit. Just for you, Bill. All right. All right. Well, I mean, like, whenever, I mean, you could drop people can drop the cash app now and you can wait till tomorrow or wait till tomorrow. I don't care. But when you drop the cash app, just make sure you put what you want. But we ain't doing the $5 shit. I ain't doing that shit for $5 no more, y'all. It's $10. $10. And that's only the little that, you know what I mean? Like the stomach and the chest and all that. But you guys trying to get creative and want me to do inner thighs and fucking eyebrows. That shit's more. But just the stomach, chest, and all that, that's $10 a strip. $10 a strip. And then we'll go $10 for hot wax in the ear and $10 for hot wax in a nostril. So 10, 20, 30, 40. So if you want all four, $40. And that's hot wax. That's not a strip. That's hot wax. Just saying. Let's go. Yeah, let's get them likes up. So, and if you drop a cash app tonight, y'all try to say it in the chat or something like that. Tell me check the cash app because I don't get notifications on my cash app, so I had to go back and look. But there you go, Oklahoma's dropping it right there. Yeah, and you can cash app me or AJot. It doesn't matter. Probably AJot honestly because she gets the notifications on her cash app. So yeah, so let's do the AJot cash app. So just send AJot a cash app, tell her where it's at. And like I said, and no goatee. Anybody that's been here before, no mustache, no goatee. We're not doing that. We don't do that. And I can't do my nuts or the other areas because YouTube won't allow it. Hook it up, Brandon. Like find somebody that'll chip in. Inner thigh is gonna be inner thigh is gonna be inner thigh is $20, Brandon. Let me tell you, that fucking shit hurt bad. Like I was feeling that shit for weeks. That shit was bad. Y'all about made me cry. Man, I'm looking over here at the poll, and I don't know if that poll's right, man, but that motherfucker's only saying 50%. 50%, 50%. So you mean to tell me 25 of you motherfuckers in here and 12 of you say 12 of you 16 votes. So what the hell is that? 16 votes. So 13 votes want me to do the waxing and 13 don't? Are you fucking kidding me? Look, y'all want me to do those areas off camera, regardless off camera or not? Bill, that's big money. I ain't touching my nuts without some big money. 8 and 8. Whoa, what did I say 13? Man, I am a non-adding motherfucker, man. What the fuck? Thanks, Rogue. Look, look, the trolls are gonna clip that. They're gonna clip that one. That one is clipped. Someone's gonna make a video that YouTube audits or whatever is going to make a video about it tomorrow. It might even be up tonight. It might even be up before I wake up in the fucking morning. I'm sure. He'll be like, "Oh, look, Toad don't know how to count." Da, 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 da. Bitch, I know how to count money. That's what I know how to count, motherfucker. What's up, Giggles? Welcome in. Got a donation already? All right. Well, just keep track of what they want, and then tomorrow we'll do our thing, what we talked about. 10-4, donations coming in. So, like I said, guys, $10, chest, belly, arm up here, you know what I mean? Arm up here, arm down here, whatever. 50, or what I say? Did I say 10, 20, 30, 40? So I'll do did I say I do the ears and the nose for what I say, 15 or $20 or $10? I don't remember. But that's wax. So that's hot wax, y'all. She does the hot wax in the ear. You know what I mean? Hot wax. Pull out my nose, all that. What's up, Jay Beatty? Welcome in. So it is what it is, y'all. And that's what I'm talking about. Come on, man. We got 18. Man, we got 18 votes. How much did it say to bleach my butthole? $0.00 because I won't do it. What's up, Joko? Welcome in. Hell yeah. There's my love. She's in the chat. She's roaming in the chats. She's roaming in the chats. Yeah. Yeah. And look, man, all my hair, just to let you guys know, all my hair is grown back. So you got a blank canvas again. So eyebrows, we'll have to talk about the eyebrows, man, because that shit was pretty fucked up. I walked around looking like a retard for a long time. So we'll have to talk. You guys want eyebrows, we're gonna have to talk about that. While she waxes you. I ain't got no handcuffs, dude. And I ain't getting put in no handcuffs, bro. I don't play that game. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, man, it's like it's going to be like negative degrees here tomorrow. And I'm talking about waxing all my hair off. Don't you do that fucking put a 1 in the chat in my shit, John Denicola, you motherfucker. You know how I don't like that shit. What the fuck? Don't put no goddamn 1s in my chat. Ah, God damn it, Oklahoma. You motherfucker. Son of a bitch. Yeah, so put a 1 in the chat, guys, if you think I should wax my body. Put a 1 in the chat, guys, if you think I should not wear my Detroit Tigers hat. I think some people say put a 1 in the chat because they just want to see if people like them. That's my opinion. Look, my opinion is to put a 1 in the chat is just to see if someone likes you. Or see how many people are paying attention and how many people are lurking. You know what I mean? Like how many people are actually going to put a 1 in the chat and say, hey, look, I'm here. And how many people are lurking, watching and not saying nothing. I probably know a couple that are lurking and watching. What's up, cute bug? Welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. 69. Put a 0. Put a 0 in the chat because I'm a loser. I'm a 0. I'm a loser, baby. What's up, Exile? Welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. I don't have much other than that, man. I figured I'd have someone want to pop on panel by now and at least shoot the shit, chew the fat. What's up, Sniper Dog? Welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Not tonight, man, but we're working on it, man. Take the poll. Let's get the poll going. We might be waxing tomorrow night. That's what we're shooting for. We're shooting for tomorrow night. Guarantee Ryder's lurking. He might be. I don't know. I'm sure if he isn't, someone's telling him, or or if something. If I say something that hurts somebody's fifis, they'll tell him, and then it's that. You know what I mean? I'm sure. I know that's CJ Beatty. That's what makes it even better because I'm going to wax in the wintertime. It's about to be 0 degrees outside tomorrow. And I'm going to I'm going to let you guys pay to have body parts of Toe for Life waxed. So you guys are going to take my winter fur off of me. But what up, dude? Holy shit. Look at this guy. It's been a while. Where you been? Bubba? Shit. Yeah, man. So it's been a while. I see Rice Crispy, but the armpits are going to need to be money. I mean, fire. Oh, them. All right. I'm telling you, you send it tonight or send it tomorrow, Bill, and we'll make it happen. I'm telling you. I just wait till tomorrow. If you're down for it, I'll wait till tomorrow. We'll wait till tomorrow. You send it tomorrow. So that way, you know what I mean? That way we're on top of it. Yep. But yeah. And because little mama needs a new pair of shoes, you know what I mean? So, and it is Christmas time. And look, don't spend your Christmas money on me, man. You got grandkids, you got kids, you got whatever, blah, blah, blah. Don't spend it on me. But if you want to see some funny shit, you can spend it on me, and then you'll see some funny shit. But I'm giving to you. Look, I'm saying pay me, and I'm going to give you content. You already know the content I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you, you're going to watch me be in pain, and you're going to watch A-Dot be happy and laugh her ass off. I mean, it's a win-win situation. Who's giving you better content on YouTube than that? Like, really? Come on. I see people donating $50 or 50 memberships all over YouTube and all that. And what are they getting? A bunch of people just to go, they ain't getting no content, man. I'm giving you content for your dollar. You got some money. You got some money, Finn. You got some money. I'll do the eyebrow. One at a time. One at a time, we'll do an eyebrow, but you got to have some pay up for the eyebrows because I got to walk around for a couple months looking like a retard. So be here tomorrow. Keep your schedule open for tomorrow night, Finn, and we'll be on it. What's up, Conspiracy Music? What's up, you people? Welcome in. Hair Tank. Sniper Dog, this partly has to do with you because you got me going on this the other day. You asked me about the damn waxing, or you said something about the waxing in that chat, and I was like, "Some bitch, man, I could probably do a waxing, man, coming up." So, and I was thinking about it. So it's all your fault, Sniper Dog. I'm just saying. Yep. And just to let you fools know, everybody know, the damn StreamYard link is pinned in the chat. Pop on up here. Quit leaving me up here talking like a retard. I mean, I don't mind pandering to the chats and talking to the chats. Hell yeah. Oklahoma dropping it like it's hot. Hell yeah. Oh, I moved studios too. I had to move in a different room of the house. I moved my studio. It's a little bit bigger. I'm still in the process of. I'm hoping before long, once I get everything behind me done, I'll be able to drop the background, and then maybe you guys can, because I'm trying to get all my sports memorabilia and like I got a lot of die cast cars and stuff like that. What's up, Rick? Put a one in. Damn it, Oklahoma, stop it. Wax the beard. Absolutely not. Ain't gonna happen. You guys ain't got enough money for me to do the goatee or the mustache. You don't have enough money. Just saying, guys. You got that ain't happening. And that's the no spots. Oh, what's up, man?
Oh, you.
What up,
What's up,
dude?
buddy?
What's going on with you?
I just got in from work a couple minutes ago. I saw you were live, so I thought I'd pop on. Then I saw
Hell yeah.
all the wax and wax on, wax off Karate Kid talk.
Hell yeah. Hell
That's
yeah. We're gonna do some waxing, man. So I mean, you got a couple dollars to spare. You could throw to your brother Toe over here. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, we might be on some.
dude. I'm straight up. I got a nice crisp ass dollar. If you bleached a butthole.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I'm not. I'm
Just
not
got-
bleaching no buttholes. What's up? What's up, Pink Taco in the house?
You got me and the wife over here cracking up.
Yeah. No butthole bleaching here. Okay, so let me go. Let me get back at it. No mustache, no goatee, and no butthole bleaching. Absolutely
All right.
none.
All right. Well, that's fair. That's fair.
If I can grift enough money tomorrow on my waxing, I might pay you $2 crisp to bleach your butthole. How's that?
I'm down. $2. Shit, $2 is $2.
$2 is $2. I don't care who you are.
And you see, Wrights Crispy says I'm his only fan for that. Wrights was the one that asked me to ask you about it.
Oh, really? I believe it. You know what? I believe he would tell you to ask me. That's some messed up shit.
Yeah, he's trying to be incognito.
Right.
No,
Go ahead.
So you were up here by yourself. I figured I'd come up with you and chit chat real quick.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. You always come up though. Anytime you see me live and you're over here, you always come up. So I appreciate it. Oh, Wright ain't coming up. He's over there playing with his games or something. I was gonna say something else, but I was trying to keep it PG a little bit,
There you go. Yeah,
Right.
I think tomorrow for the waxing session, me and Wrights will set up a outdoor screen. We'll watch it outdoors on a big screen.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna be watching it outdoors because it's gonna be like 0 degrees.
Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah, it's not too cold. Yeah, right. It is Wright's anniversary. Happy anniversary again to you, Mr. Crispy and the wife.
That's right. Hell yeah. Happy anniversary to you and the wife. You better take her somewhere nice. I'm watching you.
He's got his eyes on you.
Right. So what's been going on with you, Rogue?
Same old, man. I'm working. Trying to.
Oh my God. You got a job?
Yeah, don't tell the trolls though, because I don't want to get fired.
Ain't you I thought you had nothing to do and had no job, and that's why you do what you do on YouTube.
No, I do what I do on YouTube because I enjoy what I do on YouTube, whether I had a job or not. But I've had the same job for 19 years, and I've kept it hidden from the trolls for a good 6 or 7 years. And the people who do know where I work have helped me with that mission. Because, the sad thing about it is, you would hope that, these guys would call your employer and be like, hey, do you know your employee? He's doing legal shit in his free time. And the company would, be like, yeah, fuck off. But unfortunately, it's not like that. You know what I mean? Like everybody's got an opinion, and they got, oh well, he's doing something in his free time that I don't approve of. So now I can't take care of his family anymore. So I gotta fire him. So yeah, I've kept my employment on the down low. Besides the fact that I work in the service industry, but I kept it on the down low just because I enjoy where I work. Now, it's no problem for me in my industry to go out and get a job. In a day, I could literally go out and pick up a job in a day with the experience I have bartending and serving. So it's never an issue. But I enjoy the people I work with, and I enjoy the guests that I wait on and serve. So I like to keep it that way. But besides that, we're getting ready for Christmas. I got the two daughters, as you know, and one of them's 18. This is her last year in high school. She's a junior. We homeschooled her whole school. My 13-year-old, she's also homeschooled her whole time. So we've been doing a lot of that and working on some books. I got a new one that I'm working on now. It's going to be a a breakdown of Patrick Henry's Liberty or Empire speech, which most people have never heard, but it's a speech he gave at the Virginia Assembly when they were debating on ratifying the Constitution, 1788. So it's a really interesting speech. It ties into a lot of what we know as reality today, but back then, I mean, people were just saying, "Oh, you're just being a worry ward, or you're just being a Debbie Downer or whatever." But when you read his speech in today's context, the man was literally a genius, and and again, he just used the past to predict the future, and it's pretty accurate as far as that goes. I mean, human nature doesn't change, so hell, back in the Roman days, they were having orgies. You go out to California, they're having orgies. Same shit. So,
Oh yeah,
they were doing Epstein Island back then, but it was Caesar's Island.
right,
You know?
exactly.
Yeah. So,
Steve Allen. It's just so funny. All that shit is just crazy, dude. I try not to pay attention to none of that. I try to pay attention to shit that affects me, like in everyday life. Fuck about no damn Epstein and Epstein Isles and files and all that bullshit.
well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there they use to distract us and to
Yep, that's what it is, and people don't realize that.
divert our attention. I
Yep,
mean, obviously, child issues like that are important,
right, right.
and they need looked into, obviously. But a lot of times they focus on one thing to hide other stuff that's going on behind the scenes or whatever have you not. So and who really knows? We can all speculate and we can guess, and depending on our party, we could say, well, these guys are on the list or those guys are on the list, and that's why they're not releasing it or whatever have you. It's just a bunch of bullshit to keep people at each other's throats. So
Mhm.
I don't pay much attention to politics or the news or
Yeah,
hell, we get like a week's warning for a hurricane, right? I get like a day's warning because that's how much on local events,
oh,
politics, and kind of shit I'm on. I'm watching. If I'm on YouTube, I'm watching auditor related content, government corruption related content, or I'm watching either some crypto content or self publishing book content, or trying to expand my mind. I love the internet because of the education it can provide, not because I like to play Candy Crush, or I like to keep up with my cousins on Facebook who I never kept up with in life. So why the fuck do I want to keep up with them on Facebook? You know what I mean? Like I don't care what you've done. My second cousin twice removed. I ain't never fucking met you. I don't care where house you've been at or what parties you go to this weekend or what the fucking plate of food looks like that you're eating. You know what I mean? Like all that
Right.
shit's fucking crazy.
I watch, believe it or not, dude. On YouTube, I watch a lot of tool reviews, uh, car like people rebuilding cars and stuff like that, or building muscle cars. Um, I watch a lot of episodes of Homes on Homes. You know who Mike Holmes is? You ever see that show?
Yeah,
The Canadian guy that does like
yeah. Isn't that
make it right. He goes in there and bitches about people and their shitty work, and he fixes it all. You know, and I watch a lot of that. I mean,
yeah?
I watch some 1A content. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't. You know what I mean? But and I'm limited on my time, so I only watch that shit for maybe an hour or two in the evening, and it's usually late evening, and um well, Rogue, because me and you see each other in different chats, right? And it's usually in the evening time, right? But like sometimes when I'm in them chats and stuff, I'm like, man, I wonder if some of the people like that are going live during the day, that I'm usually in their chats, like San Joaquin and this person and that person, I wonder if they're like, damn, look, Toby over here, but he don't be coming to my chats no more. And it's not that; it's just that I don't see the shit. You know what I mean? Until it's already ended. Their live streams during the day because I'm working, and but like the people that me and you see each other in their chats, that's usually at nighttime. And that's when I ain't got nothing going on. I'm not messing with the baby. I'm not at work. You know what I mean? Because when I'm at work, I had to have my phone on a different app a lot, so watching YouTube and and then when the bell rings, the notification on the app, you know what I mean? It just screws it up. So I don't never, even if I do pop in, what's up, GS? Welcome in. Even if I do pop up on the panel or pop up in somebody's chat during the day, I mean, it's like for a quick couple seconds, you know what I mean? Or I'm driving down the road. I've been catching GS in the mornings, like on my way to work, and I'll pop in there and say good morning. And then most of the time I'm driving, just listening, you know what I mean? While I'm driving, but I don't have time to watch any live streams and videos. Honestly, man, like, I don't know if you noticed, man, but like the video content, man, the 1A video content has kind of really went like tank. Like people have like the normal, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but the people that were putting out videos and real good content 2 years ago, like they're not putting out videos, man.
No, I know it's slowed down quite a bit, and I know a few of us are on probation. I'm on probation. J Town's on probation.
Oh,
You know,
really? I didn't know that. I was wondering why her video log has slowed down.
yeah. So every once in a while we'll catch some charges or whatever for it's a risk of being in the business or whatever. But
Right.
you know, I'll be hopefully in the next few months back out on the road putting out some stuff. Um, damn Oklahoma.
I know
Uh,
he did that whole put a one in the chat shit.
yeah, and I noticed that a lot more people are now going and doing outside audits, which again, I don't mind per se myself, but I also want people to realize that, you know, the government is still corrupt. And even though, I realize when you're doing outside audits, the police, most likely will show up and you'll get to educate them. But um, I think we really need to focus on the government, and that's always been my big thing, and that's always going to be my thing, and that's what I'll be back doing again once I get back out on the road. But I told Rice Crispy the other day that I think I'm going to be focusing a lot more on doing some investigations, like with the records and stuff like that. I find more interest in that than just popping into a building here and there. You know what I mean? Which, of course, I'm still going to do. My whole thing is that everybody needs to learn the right to free press, which is why I'm not against them auditing, private businesses per se, if they do it in a respectable way.
But
It
the question is, and this is always what I beg the question on people is what I I mean, you're respectable, my respectable might be different. Oklahoma outlawed, it's his might be different. Pink tacos might be different. Ex habits might be different. I'm all for people filming or whatever in public and maybe doing an audit or whatever. But I think if you're gonna educate, educate. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna educate, educate the people, and educating somebody, educating a a private citizen isn't yelling at them and screaming at them or and telling them, oh, I can do this and whatever and fuck you
but,
bootlicker. You know what I mean?
but,
Shit like that. Like I can't
but
get down with that.
well, here's the thing about quote unquote educating somebody on the street
Right. Right.
or in
Right.
the
Right.
building per se, is the fact that, and you've watched enough of my videos that is they're not going to take an education from me. So what happens is they call the police, and
Police.
the police will come out there, tell them hopefully the same exact damn thing that I told them, and then they'll take that and as an education. And even then, sometimes there's been people that have like flat out rejected it, and told the cops, I still don't want them recording. It's still against my rights. So usually what I find is that the education, if people want the education, usually happens after the audit, right? And so what'll happen is, the lady working at the clerk's office or the guy working at the code enforcement, he'll go home and, they'll be talking with their spouse or girlfriend, boyfriend. You know what happened today, honey? Some guy came in with a camera and he was, just video recording us and, asking for records. Oh, well, I saw videos like that on Facebook, honey. And, they do that all over the place and it's legal, or they'll go home and they'll start Googling, right to record in public or, blah, 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 this or that. And then hopefully they'll get an education that way. Like for me, if I ever did private businesses, they would be silent audits. I wouldn't say shit, right? I just wouldn't say anything. And, they could then go and find out what it is I'm doing afterwards. Or if the police show up, they could tell them what I'm doing, which is, I've had happen on silent audits before where the cops would show up and tell the guy, hey, he's exercising his rights. He's allowed to do that, yada, yada, yada. I can't tell him to leave or whatever. Happened to me one time in Alabama. Cop was cool as shit, right? Just probably one of the coolest cops I ever met. And he's like, oh man, just talk to me, bro. He's like, I'm one of the coolest cops you'll ever meet. And, I was smiling and, yeah, I could believe that. But once I start a silent audit, I don't stop, right? I don't care how cool you are. I don't care how much you're beating on me or whatever. Like, I'm going to take the beating in silence. I'm going to take everything in silence.
I like the silent audits. Me personally, I think the silent audits are freaking hilarious. Like they're freaking great.
Yeah, they simply don't know how to respond.
Yeah, and can't none of the trolls say anything about it other than, oh, you're just filming random people, but you didn't get shitty with them. You didn't. You know what I mean? Like, so what are you gonna say? Like, you just didn't say nothing. You chose to say zero, zilch.
Yeah. What's up, GS?
Uh,
GS, what's up?
what's up, GS?
Hey, gentlemen. Yeah, two things point that's really stuck out in my mind is I like what Toe said is you're respectable and my respectable might be two different things, but also education is that comes in a lot of different flavors too. Some people need to have a boot shoved in their ass to realize that you're not the biggest, baddest mofo on the block, and some people need to be treated with kid gloves and respectable. And I mean, what do you need to do in the moment? Some people learn kinetically, some people you can tell them audibly, some people you can show them a diagram and they'll figure it out. But it is interesting. But to your point about the auditing and how there's less people auditing and some of the more um, effective ones seem to be kind of hiding because they're fighting probation. That's one of the big reasons why, look, I don't have the kind of cash to go out there and get hemmed up. So that's kind of why I don't. And I don't really have the education in the or the understanding in the field in order to try to maybe navigate to prevent myself from getting hemmed up. So
Yeah, that's a great point. And let me be honest, I don't have the money to get hemmed up either, and I never did. And the whole point was never really to get hemmed up. I mean, the only arrest that I took that I wanted to take was the arrest in Tampa at the port of Tampa, and I specifically went there to get arrested that day. My lawyer was there, and this was at a time when I was sponsored by the lawyer, so he handled my criminal case. He handled the civil case. He actually bonded me and Dr. Sean Berry out of jail that same day, and he brought him and a couple other lawyers to witness the event as it was going down. He was literally like 10 feet away from me as I was getting arrested. Um, so that's the only one that I actually was like, this needs an arrest to actually affect change here. And so that's what I did. But all the other arrests, and I tell people this, in this game, it's a numbers game. And if you go out enough, you're going to run into that asshole that no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter what the law is, you're going to get arrested. He's going to arrest you. His ego's just going to overpower him. We saw that in my Georgia case where the guy popped out of the car and in 40 seconds had ripped my umbrella out of my hands and had me in cuffs. While his partners, the other two deputies, I was standing there talking to them for a good 10, 15 minutes before he showed up. But within 40 seconds from the time he popped out of his car, I was in cuffs. Um, and there was another time me and James Madison was up in Nassau County, and we were inside the sheriff's department. We were requesting records and everything was going good. The ladies were doing a great job. Everything was going good. And this fucking cop shows up and you could tell he's roided out, and he just starts screaming, to get out. And even the ladies in there were like, bro, these guys are okay. Like it was weird. It was real weird. I thought for a minute James might end up getting shot because he was directing all his anger and angst towards James, and I was off to the side. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But so, I mean, hopefully nobody wants to get arrested. There's a big myth that's gone on in the community for a long time since I've been in it that you got to take this arrest or you're not standing up for your rights, or if you do take the arrest, you're going to get a bigger payout. And both those things are false. And most likely they're just being spread by people that want to see us fail or do us harm, right? So anytime in my chat for the last few years, if someone has said, oh, you should have taken the arrest, I totally ignore people like that because they're not looking out for my rights or their rights or anybody's best interest. They're just sitting on the couch with some popcorn and they want to see somebody talk shit to a cop and get arrested.
And that's
So
the realism of it all. Like I really really believe wholeheartedly that people, let's just say someone like you, 100,000 subscribers, right? I wholeheartedly believe that at least 40% of those 100,000 subscribers are just there to want to see you get arrested. You know what I mean? Like want to laugh and see you get arrested. They're not there because they feel like you're doing a great activism job, right? Like you're not making any change, and they government bad, people good. You know what I mean? Like that's the way I feel. I honestly believe that because I've seen it. Like I've seen when people get arrested, how it like just like the whole their views go up. Like you know what I mean? Like they'll have 100,000 subscribers and might be getting 20,000 views. They get arrested, they get 120,000 views.
Yeah,
You know?
and yeah, and the thing about it is that you know, there's a lot of people that watch our videos that aren't interested in making change or for the rights. They're watching for entertainment or drama. You know, some people live vicariously through auditors because they, you know, have had incidents with police and, you know, for whatever reason, no balls or they didn't, you know, want to go to jail or whatever the reason may be, they can't talk to police or, you know, politicians like we can, you know, fear of retaliation. I know fear of retaliation is a huge one and it's real. So I, you know, when people say, you know, I don't want to do this because I'm afraid of being retaliated against, that's a real concern.
Oh yeah,
Um,
for sure.
you know, so and a lot of people when they do audit, they don't audit in their home counties. You know, they go outside of their home counties to audit. And I've always audited all the counties because I don't. I'm the kind of guy that just doesn't give a damn. You know, like if you want to bring the fun to me, come on and you know, come on by. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not. It's hard to scare somebody who's already been through jail and prison earlier in life and know exactly what's there waiting for him, and it's not scared of that. You know, and again, the only issue I've ever had is not being able to take care of my family because when I'm you know when I'm not here, there's no income coming in. So that's been my only issue, or else I'd be out auditing even on probation. And I have done some audits while on probation, but you know, it's nothing like my earlier work, right? Because I mean, if you look at like all the auditors out there, even Jeff Gray, who's been doing it for 15 years, I've got more audits than all of them. Not cop watches, right? Because cop watching, you can go out and you can do 5 cop watches in a night, you know. But as far as like legit government building audits, there's no auditor out there that even comes close to the numbers I put up, you know, while I was out there doing it on the street. And people that have worked with me will tell you the same thing. When I'm out on the street, I'm at the first building at 8 o'clock. I don't stop sometimes even for lunch until 5 because you know the government buildings all stay open. And after 5, I'm usually doing you know jails and airports and things that are still open after 5. You know because shit, I'm driving you know 7 hours from Orlando to you know somewhere in Alabama. You know, so I don't want to go out there and just hit 1 or 2 spots. You know, I'm going out there and I'm hitting 15 spots. You
I,
know.
I I think brother Jeff was trying to tell you, Rogue, you're a legend in your own mind.
So I got a question. If you don't, I mean, of course, you're not. No one's obligated to answer any of this, but have you ever thought you were dealing with a decent officer and like later requested like body cam footage and were surprised by some of the comments and things that were being said about you behind your back, even though you're being respectful and stuff? Has that ever happened?
Ooh, good question.
Yeah, actually, it has in Orange City. Um, and let me pause briefly there and say that Jeff just said that was because the reason was I outraced him on scooters when I went up to visit with him. We had a little scooter race around the circle, and I beat him. He was slow, very slow, about as
Well,
fast
I
as
mean,
that boy.
hey, but when you raced him on a scooter, I mean, come on, let's be fair. He probably had 120 pounds on you too.
Well,
His
yeah, but
scooter wasn't going to go as fast as yours. Come on now, Rogue.
no, he had one of those ultra deluxe like riding scooters. My shit was one of those standalone Timu ones.
Hey, look, his scooter. I rode his scooter when I was at his house. I rode his scooter. That thing was fast, dude. I was cooking down his road on that thing.
All right, yeah, he says he was in low gear. But anyway, let me finish with GS's question because I don't want to not answer it. But there was a time in Orange City where me and Dr. Sean Barry and James Madison Audits had gone to the DMV there, and this was the one where they had closed down the DMV, and one gentleman had ended up spitting on Dr. Barry, and they'd called 911. I think it's the audit that I've had the most 911 calls of any of my audits ever. I did a whole video of just the 911 calls. It was like 30 minutes of 911 calls. But they were saying I had a gun and that if anybody came close, I was going to shoot them. And so they emptied out the DMV. We're all standing in the parking lot, and these cops roll up, Orange City Police Department. Good night, Jeff. Good to see you, buddy. And these cops roll up, and they're pretty calm. They're pretty collected. They didn't ask us for ID. They did say something about who's got the gun, whatever. And I was like, nobody's got a gun. And I told them what happened. This dude in the crowd said he has the right to put a foot in my ass. And I told him, Florida's a stand your ground state. That's all I said. And, next thing I know, he's on the phone calling the police talking about this guy's got a gun and he says he'll shoot anybody that gets close. And I'm like, what the fuck? But so anyway, yeah, the cops show up and they're real cool with us. We explain to them what's going on, and they're like, well, what's going on? What do you guys want to happen? I'm like, look, these guys just need to get back to work and help these citizens, get their stuff taken care of. I said, we've already been in there. I've got all the video. I don't need to go back in there and video or anything. So, no big deal. I'll take off now. I said, but they need to get back in there, get to work, and get these citizens taken care of. And they didn't know James Madison was with us. He was doing like a little undercover like recording. So they all went back in, and James went back in and whatever. But about a week or two later, I got the body cam footage from Orange City. And one of the officers, he was the one that was talking with us the most and acting coolest, with us or whatever. Well, he goes back in the back and he's telling these ladies, oh, yeah, we deal with these guys all the time. They're just looking for a lawsuit and yada, 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 and just totally dogging us. And so I made it a mission. I raised some money and I started pulling all that dude's body cam footage to see, what kind of shit he was into. But, it's terrible that we have to listen to these people spout these ideals because of what they imagine what we're out here for, and again, I tell people, I've done a lot of audits, right? I'd say 1,200, right? 1,200 audits. I could have easily had lawsuits for at least 300 of them, right? I've got like 10. Right, that I've ever filed, just the most egregious ones to me. So either I'm not in it for lawsuits, or I suck at my job and I just don't file lawsuits because I suck. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And of those 10 lawsuits, I think my total collected amount of money is under $30,000 in 6 years. So it's definitely not about the money to some of us, Again, some people make good amount of money doing it, but that's not the majority of us, not at all,
Yes, there's a question for you. I'm kind of interested in that answer.
What's that? Oh, I see it. I'm on my phone over here, so it's a little
That's
hard
good.
for me to see. I was not aware of it. No.
Oh, you didn't see it? Oh, Havoc, drop the link, man, and maybe GS can save it. I know he's on his phone, but he can save it and go back and watch it after he jumps off panel. Show him the link. Drop the link of where Northwoods is ranting, and he keeps on calling. He called you general specific, general. Tell General Specific to come. Come on up. Pop on up, General Specific.
Wait, are you talking about Northwood Press, like
Yeah.
from way up north, or are you talking about like Gregory?
No, this dude Northwoods Press.
Yeah, he's married to
NH Mountain Girl.
yeah. No, I've been around him, but
Yeah,
why would he want
he
why
did
would
a
he want me on
spurg
his
out,
panel?
dude. He did a bit spurg out, man. Havoc's got all kinds of videos on it.
Well, like why would he want me on his panel? I mean, he
I
he barely even stops into my channel.
Yeah. Because he supports you, but you don't support him.
He comes in and
Nobody
waves.
supports him. Look, man.
All right, fair
This
enough.
is a the dude freaked out, dude. He was freaking out, saying no one supports him.
All right, fair
Yeah,
enough.
he supports everybody, and no one supports him. There, you.
Gotcha.
I mean, I
So
mean, I've seen him in the chat a few times, and
Oh,
you
he
know,
called you out too. He called you out too. He
I
called me
know.
out. He called me out. Called you out. He called Ge- General Specific. General Specific. Yeah. And I mean on and on. You know, Long Island, AFA, like on and on. It's just
But here's the thing with me, Toe, and I try to support people that support me, obviously, but I've got 116,000 people that support me. I don't have time in the day to roll by everybody's channel. You know, it doesn't make any sense. Like and 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 again, I mean, once Havoc sent me that link, because I'd never been by Northwood Press's channel before, right? Because
right.
he's never put out any content that has caught my eye. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't roll through my subscription list just clicking on people's names to go see what content they're putting out. I just, I wish I had that kind of time, which would be like, I think more time than any human life possible. But if someone wants me to roll by, shoot me an invitation. Like Toast shot me an invitation years ago, and I've been coming by ever since. Same thing with Generally Specific. He shot me an invitation, when he first started, and same for a lot of these guys. Duke City, awesome. I've been by Duke City's channel, because they interact with me, more than just a name that pops in the chat that I can barely see because it's going so damn fast. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not an asshole, but I have limited time and limited, time for, I guess you could say, bullshit, right? So if
Yeah.
if you're just doing panels on your channel that's just bullshit, then chances are I won't pop by.
You
But if
got
you're doing panels on your channel that are discussing topics and maybe having even just a smidgen of some kind of education, then I want to be involved, right? That's what
yeah.
I like to do. I don't
What the
like
hell?
to.
And I hope you just came up here for my friendship because I don't do none of that.
Well, yeah. I am a friend of yours, Toe, and we've been friends for a while. And like I said, every time I see you, and I'm home. It's late at night. I'm off work.
Right.
I don't mind hopping up for a little bit and shooting the shit, and talking about what's going on in the community and our lives, and
I think
where everything's heading, and then we get guests that pop up, like Generally Specific, and he asks
right.
questions, and we get to talking, and we share some information back and forth, and
I think
maybe.
I think General was gonna say something because he unmuted there for a second, but
well, I tend to try to keep my mouth shut when I'm learning from people that know a little bit more than me. So and that's I don't bump into a lot of people like that. So that's why I talk a lot. Um Usually. Yeah, I've always had really good interactions with Rogue. I actually got I think there should still be an interview up. It should be a high noon with you, or might even be two. I can't remember if we've done two, but I know we've had multiple conversations. As far as like you not necessarily seeking to like you're not litigious as your first option. I would agree with that. Even when you're kind of clowning on people, you've kind of given them an opportunity to not to not be thunder. See you next Tuesdays. You know what I mean? And sometimes they laugh, and sometimes they have a good time with it. And yeah, I mean, 1,200 audits and maybe 10 lawsuits. Yeah, that's pretty good odds for going out and interacting with people that have the ability to chuck your ass in jail.
Right.
Yeah, I would have to say this, and I spent 56 years on this planet. Like I know it sounds like a joke, but
56. I thought you was a 60-year-old man.
no, 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 no.
Oh, okay. I heard that somewhere. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it changes all the time apparently. But you know, I've never been arrested. Legit don't even know if I have a
Never,
speeding ticket on my never.
legitimately never been arrested.
Yeah, never had a
Wow.
speeding ticket. And I got
What?
and I got a temper.
Oh,
I've
I know. I've seen it. I've probably never seen the real temper, but I mean, I've seen a little bit of your temper.
so
Just watching. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, so it's like, and I'm not afraid to tell people how I really feel about them. I try to treat them the way I want to be treated the first time. After that, I'll treat them how they treat me. But anyway, I guess I'm long-winded saying that, you know, when I hear catchphrases, and this is what kind of irritates me about some of these audiences. You're either a lens licker or a boot licker, and fuck that tribal shit. I'm a reasonable man looking to have reasonable conversations. I like being a free American. I like to exercise those freedoms. If it's not prohibited, that makes it expressly permissible. So fuck off with all the tyrant tyranny shit, you know. And here's the thing: as a person who's dotted his T's, I'm sorry, dotted my I's and crossed my T's often, or been very lucky, I've never really had any angst against the police. But my goodness, the duplicity and the two-facedness. And you know, I hear little catchphrases from auditors. Man, they really earn the hate. They fucking do. They really fucking do. And especially like I don't know if you guys saw, I did like a little video review of this older gentleman, and I guess he was taking care of his wife who had um what do you call it, where they lose their memory.
Alzheimer's,
No, it's the other one, dementia.
dementia.
She had really bad dementia, and he had a special needs daughter. So this, I mean, most of us are hoping that we'll have some old lady taking care of us, you know, well, you know, not have it be the other way around. Cause I think most men have a hard time dealing with, you know, things that they can't fix, you know. Dementia is not something a guy can fix with a hammer without going to jail, if you know what I'm saying. Um, so for men, it's probably a little harder to deal with it. And I think he like he was trying to restrain her and she didn't understand what was going on. So then I guess the cops got called saying that he was abusing her. And while he was arrested, dealing with the stuff he was dealing with, she ended up passing away all within 1 month. And he lost his daughter too, all while he was in jail trying to fight all this stuff. And this guy had never been in trouble in his life, you know? And it's one of those situations where you're like, and I know people say back to blue until it happens to you. And I know I'm being long winded, but this is my way of saying I try to remain as objective as possible. But if we only look at our own anecdotal evidence and not try to use empathy or sympathy to walk a mile in somebody else's shoes, then, you know, that's why I always try to not just disbelieve someone just because I haven't experienced it doesn't mean it's not happening. That's why I try to remain as open minded as possible. But I just want to, I do want to say, I do appreciate those that genuinely do in the 1A community do it for the right reasons. Flexing your, you know, it's like a muscle, dude. If you don't use it, it atrophies. So, but I do appreciate that. And I'm gonna take, I'll be quiet for a minute. Then I'm going to quietly probably drop off because I'm in old man mode right now. And
All right. Hey,
I'm fading fast.
I'm about to play something real quick, so I want you to try to keep an eye on this if you can, GS.
Absolutely. I will.
All right. Here we go.
In the fucking 1A community is gonna know all about your shit, dude. Trust me. And if you fuck with me in the chat, dude, guess what? You're gone. You're gone. Okay? Because this is going to last for a long time. Joe Cool, jump up here, bro. You've been up here many times with me. Come on, man. Pull up, brother. Where the fuck are you? Rogue Nation, where are you? I've supported your ass for years, bro. Tyrant Terminator, wake up. You got Brandon Mitchell in your shit. Come on, jump up here, bro. Maybe you need to realize what's up. Oh, I think I got a bottle of Crown. I can say anything to you fucking clowns, dude, and you'd believe it. Bye. Bye, Animals Gone Wild. Your history, dude. You know, you guys are so stupid. You're so stupid. And this is why the 1A community sucks, dude. Because of all these fucking idiots. Wolverine. Transparency. Where were you, brother? Jump up. Let's rock this shit, bro. William. Where's William L., my moderator? I don't see him in the chat. He might be sleeping, yeah. He's probably resting. But anyway, you guys are ready for a shit show, dude. I'm telling you, I'm going to rip your fucking shit apart. Jot, jump up on the panel. Links in the chat, bitch. Come on, you got some shit to say about Northwoods and Mountain Girl? Pull up. Toe for Life, you got something to say? Tab, you got anything to say, dude? Jump the fuck up here. Wake up. Stephanie, wake him up. Tell Tab to wake the fuck up, dude. Get off his couch. Got some shit to say, dude. Jump up. Nightmares, where were you, bro? I'm always at your shit. Been forever.
Wait, so can you pause
Yeah,
this real quick?
this is Reaper. Jump in with me. I'd love.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, yeah, sorry about that. I really like that clip because I just heard something very, very interesting. Stephanie, tell Tav to wake up. Tell him to get off the couch.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Oh, I do. I find that to be very, very interesting.
That's the video.
Go ahead.
That's the video that Havoc put up that I told him to put the link in the chat. It's his video. Havoc made this video. He clipped all this and put it all together.
Yeah, if he could send that to me at port. Oh, do you mind if I say my? Oh, can I put it in the back chat? I'll put it in the back chat.
Yeah, it's portsdignation@gmail.com.
Yeah, I sometimes I forget to that I'm
that
on.
You're not on. Yeah, it's all good.
So I don't want to take liberties that I don't have the permission.
Free space, man. You got free space here until you tell me to shut the fuck up or something on my own panel, and then I might kick you like I do some other people.
Well, I'm gonna continue to listen, but that part I was wondering if I could get that. That would be pretty awesome. Or, like I said, I'm on my phone, so I'm limited, and I'm kind of not a Luddite, but I'm not exactly a technophile when it comes to messing with my phone.
Right.
But I'll continue to listen. I'm gonna let my dog out, but I'll hang out here for a minute then. Still.
Yeah, because there's this. It's gonna come up where he starts saying you here in a minute.
Have you in here?
Hello, folks. I'm with you.
Oh my God. Hold on a minute. Let me get rid of this fucking clown off my fucking. There you go. Thank you, Mrs. Reaper. I'm just telling you, we're gonna rip this shit apart. Where's Rogue Nation? Rogue, I spent a lot of time with you, brother. How come you don't come to my channel, man? What's up with that? Are you racist? Am I a nigger? Am I a fucking nigger over here?
What the hell?
Fuck you, dude. I've supported your shit for how long?
Damn, I didn't hear that.
Views. Rogue Nation, where were you at? Erie County, where were you? For SBC. Come on, motherfucker. For public safety. Misconduct. Where were you? Been on your shit forever. You guys don't even know where you started. Fuck you. Oh, hippie! Wandering hippie, where are you? Are you on my channel? I don't think so. You fucking sissy ass motherfucker, dude. Caucasian Sasquatch? Really, dude? Come on, brother. What the fuck? You guys are all wimps, dude. Liars, dude. Fuck you. Come to your channel, but you don't come to mine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anybody who wants to leave is more than welcome to leave, too. You know, you want to jump off, see ya. I don't care. I'll ban you on your way out. I don't give a fuck, dude. Oh, where's Eli? Eli, the people's guy. The one that blocked me. That couldn't even respond to my shit. Look at the numbers go down. What a bunch of sissy-ass babies, dude. You know, there's a billion channels on YouTube. You really think I need to stand with this shit, dude? You have rights, man. Thanks for staying up with me, bro. I'm surprised. Well, I'm not really, actually, because you want to be here. Because you already know, brother. All right, Inferno, let's play a couple videos. Let's play one of them and we'll see what they're. Let's see what we've been looking at. Where's Patricia Amelia Audits and X Havoc and Midwest Accountability and West Side Accountability and fucking Gregory, the channel motherfuck. Where are you guys? Where's Lawless World? Where's all these motherfuckers, dude, that I supported? Wow. I hope you can all stick it up your ass, dude, because you guys are shit. Let's run one at a time. Just stop it. Run one a couple of times and end it. And then we'll just wait. I want to get some people up in here. Let's get some people. Share this out, guys.
I did, bro.
No. Hold on. Don't play nothing.
Okay.
I haven't got any notifications of anybody sharing anything out.
Yeah,
isn't that what YouTube's about? Sharing my shit?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what YouTube's about? Sharing my shit. Y'all better share my
shit. It's all the people on the panel. Share it out. Let's get Bear Britton Audits in here. Australia. Let's get Aussie Nathan. Let's get Jenny in here. All these moderators that keep going into all these channels and just boom. And then they get a moderator wrench. Hey, let's get Jenny in here.
Hey, Toe.
This Aussie.
Yeah.
Sorry to pause it again real quick, but if I recall correctly, I was following him, and it was kind of interesting because it was like just a panel. They'd kind of sit, shoot the shit, and listen to music.
Yeah.
And I used to.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I apologize. I used to try to go in and support him, but it just really wasn't. It wasn't anything intellectually stimulated me. No offense. I mean that sometimes you just want to hang out and listen to music. But then I got wind that they were kind of running their fucking cock holsters about me, and I'm like, fucking hey, dude, really? Is there no? I mean, is there no decency anymore?
Havoc put this timestamp on it in the back chat, so I thought it was going to come up. My memory sucks, but I do know he says your name like 4 or 5 times. Havoc, if you're in there, how long before he said that?
Yeah, no, it's okay. I can
you sound like you're fading out on me, so I don't want to have you sit here watching 5 minutes and then you be asleep.
No, it's your show, bro. I mean, but what I'm trying to say is like it's like I was supporting people that even if it wasn't really my cup of tea, I would like to try to go in, engage. Sometimes I'd come up on panel, but just coming into my chat and saying, or doing a lurking eye, no offense, I'm not casting aspersions, but, just basically saying hi and then, making your rounds means that I got to go spend 5 hours in your channel. Otherwise, I'm not supporting you. I mean, engage, come up on my panel, actually, engage my mind, make me entertain me. Right?
Exactly.
Mean, love me, hate me, but you're going to be entertained with me. There's very few people that are like, meh, I could take it or I could leave it. They're like, fuck that guy, or yeah, that guy fucking rocks.
Pretty
There's
much.
really few in between when it comes to, and that's the mark of somebody that really moves the needle.
Yeah. There ain't much middle ground when it comes to people loving and hating you. It's either fuck that cocksucker or oh he's cool as shit.
And occasionally, some of the fuck that cocksuckers end up coming over. But I don't know if you guys know, but Finkel's coming up to visit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's going to be 15th.
nice.
I'll just say he should be here right around the 15th.
I never
So we're
even
gonna.
met. I never even knew that dude until I seen him on your channel. I'm gonna be honest with you.
We, man, goodness, talk about a hate kind of relationship. I didn't really understand it because I try to treat everyone somewhat decently, but I think Chris had everyone so convinced that I was bad faith, that I was a Fed, that I was all these different crazy things, and I'm like, dude, I'm exactly as advertised. Anyone that's met me in person, they're like, dude, you're really no different than your show at all. Matter of fact, I actually had MC Dilligaff said, you're actually better looking in person than you are on the show. I'm like, shit, I thought the camera made me look a lot better. But no, I mean, it's one of those situations where it's like, that's why I don't give up hope on like people like Rogue. Um, even though I don't really think he's ever purposely disrespected me at all. That's probably why I still treat him decently. Um, and I don't think I've purposely tried to go out of my way too horribly on him, except for when he was kind of taking Chris's side really hardcore. And I'm like, again, he's free to associate with who he wants to associate with, obviously.
All right.
But it's like I don't want to ever close the door on somebody that I think, and maybe I give people too many chances. Maybe Rogue has given me too many chances. Maybe other people have given me too many chances. But it's like there's potentially a silver lining on not slamming the door too hard. What I hear in Northwoods press, I hear a man who's I think he needs help, and I think he's on the struggle bus, and I don't think often as men, I don't think we ask the right way for help. But I'm rooting for him. I don't know, maybe, you know what I mean? Even if he's lashing out, maybe that's his way of saying, help me. I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot.
No, I kind of tend to agree with what you're saying there. I think when we close people off, it does us a disservice because really everybody has something to teach if we just listen, right? It could be anything. I mean, it could be something that you don't want to learn or something that you'll never use or something like that. But each and every one of us has experiences or knowledge that other people do not possess, whatever it may be. And so if we just take the time to listen, even if, you know, a lot of times people separate themselves into cliques in society, Republicans or Democrats or, sports, fanatics or, whatever else. And that's who they hang with and that's who they spend their time with and, stuff like that. And they, create their own little almost echo chambers in their segments of life. But I've always kind of tried to be against that and the fact that I would always try to find people that absolutely hate, my theories or ideals or, beliefs or whatever. And that would help me to refine my theories and beliefs and such like that because I found that nobody is going to try to poke holes in your beliefs more than somebody who absolutely does not believe what you believe, right? Or doesn't have the same theory as you do. Like with the First Amendment stuff. A lot of times, and Toe says, he sees me in a lot of the other guys' chats, and I'm in a lot of the troll chats and I'm always in there talking with them and stuff. And people think, oh, he's whatever, this or that. But what I like to do is I like to get these people to tell me what they think about what I'm doing. And I want them to explain their version of the law to me, that they're saying. or that makes them think against me, so I can see if my theories hold up, right? So that's always worked well for me, right? So like, and then when I go into like a chat, and we're talking about poster 7 or whatever, and that they tell me, well, you can't record in there because there's not a public meeting in the lobby. And it's like, it's funny because people without common sense don't know that they don't have common sense, right? It's like stupid people don't know they're stupid. So when you think about
Hey,
it logically,
I resemble that remark. I'm just saying.
well, when you think about it logically, of course there's not a public meeting in the lobby. They've never had a public meeting in the lobby, right? So there's got to be a different explanation there. But they don't see that, right? So let me tell you one of the biggest things that you'll see against the First Amendment auditors in post offices, right? There's the sentence that says, you could take pictures in foyers, lobbies, corridors, or hallways, or whatever. And then it says, or auditoriums when used for public meetings. So what the trolls will say is that the public meetings part applies to the whole sentence, right? And they seem to have forgotten that in English, the word or doesn't mean and, right? So what the first part of the sentence says, you could take pictures in the lobbies, foyers, corridors. And then comes the word or auditoriums when used for public meetings, right? So logically, we understand that the word or means either or, right? I can either take pictures in the lobby, foyer, or hallway, or I could take pictures in the auditorium if there's a public meeting, right? That's what the word or means, right? Like you could swim in the backyard or you could jerk off in the front, right? You're not doing both, right? That's what or means, right? I didn't say you could swim in the back and jerk off in the front, right? No, you got to do one or the other, brother, right? Either or. That's or. That's what the word means, or.
Right.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Right.
Oh, and I did want to clear something up because I did switch over to YouTube to see if there's any so that way I could see the comments. Otherwise it's hard. I actually mistook the word Stephanie, thinking in my mind Melanie.
Oh,
Melanie made sense to me. Stephanie doesn't make any sense to me when it comes to Tav. And Jenks was never said, so I'm gonna imagine there's probably millions of Stephanies out there. So I don't know,
yeah.
but not necessarily in the 1A community. So I can understand. Yeah. So
Right.
that
But
was
there is a few though. There is not just Stephanie Jenks in the 1A community. There's a couple other Stephanies that lurk around.
right. Yeah. I just
I-
wanted to clear. I wanted to clear the air with that. So
Yeah, just like there's like 15 Chris's.
Oh God. Let's listen to this because Habit gave me another timestamp to go to. So let's check this out.
Easy cameras on. Where are you at, man? Cass running New York. Where are you? Where are all you guys at? Marcy Fox, where are you? Wow. All you guys came to me for help? Huh? Where the fuck are you? Generally specific.
Havoc sometimes goes overboard. He said that's so Havoc.
Generally specific. Get the fuck in here, man. Come on, brother. You want to rock this shit? Let's rock it for months, man. Let's run this fucking shit. I'm telling you, I'm ready. I am sick of it. I'm sick and tired getting used. Oh, Four Corners, where were you? You had a lot to say the other night, dude.
Did you catch all that, GS? I'm sorry, I turned it down a little bit because of Havoc's
Yeah.
edits. So that the reason why Havoc did that and did all the sparkly things and all that because that's the first time Havoc said out of 15 that he actually got your channel name right.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
kept calling you general specific, general specific.
Well, yeah, it's either that or generally Pacific, or I get it. It's a bit of a tongue twister. So I'm just trying to like, I, I don't know. My heart kind of hurts for him a little bit. I
So
can't
remember,
tell if so for me, I mean, it sounded like he was being kind of nice to me. He's like called me brother and
well,
we're both Northeasterners. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
so remember he took. So remember you were asking me about the Predator being on panel the last time I went live, remember? And
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
like, you heard something. So it's Northwood's panel. The dude's still going up on Northwood's panel. They know all about him being this sexual predator. He's not a uh you know pedo or whatever, but he's a predator all the same. He's a sexual predator all the same. Right? He has charges for being a sexual predator and all that. So
Right. So again, trying to clean up, the community, so to speak, and how do you do that without calling out certain people, right? Yeah,
mhm.
that's an interesting thing. It's like even on my panel tonight, I keep telling Chris, I had JJ on my panel at one point in time, and I even said to JJ, if I find out that you are doing the corruption, I'm going to report on it because that's my integrity. And he said, I know you will, GS. I expect nothing less from you. I've said it on multiple occasions. I'm saying it in this platform.
Hey,
And
hey,
here's Chris in Killa's chat trying to get Killa to look at an email because he wanted to blame somebody for like call out somebody in Carroll County for being a bit of a predator. And,
right,
so he's like trying to give evidence to Killa. And I said, and I basically said to Chris, I'm like, I'm right here, man. If you got evidence that JJ is corrupt, send it my way. But evidence isn't fucking allegations.
right.
Evidence isn't your fucking Fifi's got. Pardon my language, man.
No, you're good.
Um,
No,
it-
Stephanie. So she must have when you came back on and you said you found what you was looking and or whatever, and that you were wrong. So Stephanie, he did correct himself. He said it wasn't Stephanie. It was what'd you say, Melanie
yeah,
or
it's
something?
Melanie.
So
There's like a Melanie chick that was in the chats and stuff. And there's anyway, I don't want to get too
yeah,
far into it.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. So he did correct himself, Stephanie. He wasn't talking about you.
Well, I mean, there was never a last,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. He never said the last name.
I don't know. My heart's kind of breaking for him, but I mean, if I don't know what he's got going on in his life right now, man. But it's like that's the thing, though. I think is he just really lonely?
I don't know, man. I think it all started, man, because he was starting up. He started up alive at like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning or some shit, and he had like two people watching or three people watching, two or three, and one of them was Havoc, and Havoc was just watching because he was clipping everything, you know. So and the dude just started freaking out that he gets no support and da 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 da, and went on and on and on. And then now this Chomo guy, which his name is Roadhog, but he goes over to Northwoods. His name is Roadhog, but it's not the guy that you see in a lot of the 1H hats. That's Roadhog Kennels. It's not him. It's another Roadhog, and he's a fake narcissist. But anyways, he now this guy goes up on his panel. Well, it's been going up on his panel, but Pink Taco like found out all this stuff, and Pink Taco, Havoc, I don't know who else. They all had a hand in finding out all his information and finding out that he was a sexual predator, right? Convicted, and they all know it. Like he's even admitted it on Northwood's panel and everything, and they just start letting him come up there and supporting him, and oh, he's cool. Oh yeah, it's Roadhog 1987.
Gotcha. Yeah, that threw me off when I heard Roadhog, because the Roadhog Kennel is the only one I really knew, and I was like, huh, well, that's not good.
Stephanie, we're not gonna do that.
So anyway, well, I appreciate you having me up. I don't know if this is creating drama for you. I'm not interested.
No, there ain't no drama. I mean, you're good. I mean, but if you need to go to sleep, it's all good, brother.
Yeah, I'm fading fast, man. I like really fast, but I do appreciate it. And Rogue, I just wanted to touch bases. Mimsy is very, very keen to start reading that. What we decided to do is we decided that we were gonna like pre-record them and then let them come out like a series. So that way in case we like mess up some of we want it to be as well executed as possible. Something that if you wanted to, that you could just turn around and put on your channel. I mean, you are giving us free access to it. So and I do appreciate that. I still wouldn't mind getting a signed copy, by the way, at some point in time in the future. But
yeah, I'm going to make them paperbacks in the future. I'm going to turn them into paperbacks and hardcovers so that I could sign something like that.
Oh, perfect. Awesome. I wasn't sure. But I just wanted to say that I got a lot of stuff going on with, what's going on, to an extent. So there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and a lot of irons in the fire, so to speak. And, but I haven't forgotten. I do appreciate it. And if you just be patient, and obviously you got free use of any of the videos that I make that have anything to do with your book. And monetize it, put it on your channel, put it on a playlist, catalog it, however you want to do it. But I am looking forward to reviewing it.
No,
so is Mimsy. So, alrighty, gentlemen.
Good. Did you guys pick one out?
I haven't even opened it yet. I mean, when I tell you, it's just been one thing after another lately.
I can believe it. Well, it's the Christmas season too. I mean, there's no rush. I mean, I'll enjoy whichever one you do pick. I think they're all, good and worthy, but
I'm probably just going to go from left to right and go down the line with them. So
there you go. All right. Well, we'll see you then, buddy.
Well, do you recommend like a one to start off with? Is there any sequentiality, if that's even a word?
I'd always recommend the psychology one first, which is what I believe everybody should learn before they learn anything, because quite frankly, if we're learning stuff and we don't know how our mind works, are we really learning stuff? I would say we're not. I would say we're being programmed somehow. But that's just me. So but the history one's great. The civics one is I mean, they're all good. They're all stuff that they either never taught us in school or they stopped teaching us in school long before me and you went to school, which I'm just a few years younger than you. So, but yeah, I think, like I said before, they're for kids because I think they'll have the biggest impact with kids. Mm-hmm. But anybody without the information, it's really invaluable, I think. And they're all sourced, right? They're all source material. I have all the source links there so people can read the original source where I get the information from. So they're more books not to teach kids what to think, but like how to think and how to question,
bingo.
Right. So the history books, there's not like sovereign citizen shit in there. There's not anything in there is 100% true and verifiable. It's just shit that they left out. And when they leave shit out like this, the book points out, why did they leave this stuff out? You know what I mean? Like, so it teaches more about questioning, I think, than anything.
Am I? I'm leave. I try not to leave my mic open in case I feedback on the show. It's not. You haven't been getting any
A little
feedback.
bit. It's a little bit, but it's not nothing that's
right.
really. But it's either you or Rogue, because Rogue's on his phone too, I think. So
Okay.
he
Yeah,
gets
just
a little bit.
yeah. That's why I keep micing down. I go ahead. Go ahead.
Before you leave though, I wanted to tell you, I don't know how long you came in, because I'm sure you was probably over at Killis before you came in. But tomorrow night, I am going to do another waxing. So if you want to come over and just hang out and watch it and laugh your ass off and watch me be in pain, you're more than welcome to. Or if you want to come over and donate and pick a spot to make me be in pain, I mean, you're all more than welcome.
Fair enough. What do you have like? I think the only thing I really know how to use right now is like Super Chat.
Oh no, I got Cash App and Venmo and that kind of stuff.
My wife handles all that stuff. I don't even know how to.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not. I was monetized, but then YouTube took my monetization away. They called me a leech.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. We'll have to do that sometime. I'd like to pick your brain about that a little bit more. But so you said something about psychology, and here we go. You know, so this is interesting. I'll still remember this. It was a high school psychology class. I think it was my junior year or my senior year. It might have been a senior year, and I'll never forget it. The psychology teacher said, try an experiment. And the experiment is to act like you have something that nobody else has. Never tell them what it is. And just guard it like it's the greatest treasure in the world. And it'll cause people to want to come closer to you. Right? And they'll want to be in your orbit until they find out that it's nothing. And like, they become moths to the flame. But once they realize there is no flame, they fuck off to try to find a different flame. And it's such an interesting thing because here's a little bit of insight. I'm a very friendly, outgoing, bubbly person. And oftentimes that can become very annoying to people, where they tend to want me to move away from them and give them a break. But the interesting thing is, if you act like you don't need anyone or you don't want anyone around, it does the opposite. People want you to be their friend. They're desperate for you to be their friend because it feels like a rejection for you to not want to be their friend. It's it's kind of like negging, like negging a girl into liking you. My wife is a pretty antisocial person, and everyone wants to be her friend. Everyone wants to be her friend. It's crazy.
Yeah, my wife's pretty similar. She's an introvert. She doesn't like to be on the phone or anything of that nature. And it's pretty much similar to what you're saying. But it's funny you mentioned that because I was listening to something the other day that was talking about silence and how, like you said, when you're silent, people want to hear what you have to say more so than when you're talking or whatnot. And that's part of the reason I enjoy doing my silent audits, is because there's just that vacuum there. People have to fill the air with words. They're not comfortable with silence, and it really creates a struggle for them when I don't answer when I don't talk to them at all or don't say anything to them at all, and they so desperately want answers. So
well, that is fascinating. It's almost like an indictment of their own inner insecurities.
It actually is. That's exactly what it is. It's because it's hard to stay silent, because most people look at silence in one way where, I look at silence in a totally different way. Like I enjoy silence. It allows me to think and like, go into my head and then, do the stuff in my head that needs to be done, rather than just filling it with just meaningless, babble, which again is why I say like, a lot of the panels that you'll actually see me come up on, is to talk about information, right? And I don't go on panels where I don't have information that's relevant to the discussion, right? So, which is another thing more people should get into, is like doing stuff that they're knowledgeable about and sharing that knowledge rather than just having
Well,
like a what if, you know.
well, to be fair, I go on panels and I usually don't have anything to add and all that. I just chase clout, and you already know that, Rogue.
Well, yeah, but that's your job.
I get a feeling if we all ever met, I think Toe would try to give us swirlies and call us nerds.
Nerds. Nerds. I probably
All
would.
right, gentlemen, I really do appreciate it. I'm going to listen a little bit here as I drift off to sleep. But
Yeah, I'm gonna probably be killing it here. Actually, GS, I go 2 hours, man, and that's enough for me.
Gotcha. And by the way, Rogue, I did thank you for teaching me something the other day. I hope I did anyway.
No, you did.
Okay.
We were having that discussion. I don't even remember what it was about now, but like I said, that's the good thing is everybody has something to teach if we all just listen and put aside our differences, maybe politically or something like that. I have a lot of friends that are on both sides of the political spectrum, and they all know that I'm not political, so they don't engage me politically. They don't tell me how bad Obama is or Trump is or this guy is or that guy is or anything like that. And because they know I'm not political, then we can get into discussions on other topics and we can expand on that stuff. But if I was to just cut them off and say, well, you're a Democrat, so I don't want to have anything to do with you, and I lose that information that person has, and that information could be life changing for me. I mean, we never know when that connection that's going to come that's going to improve our life in some way, form, or fashion. So I think we should always be open to the fact that if I just take a moment to listen and obviously not just listen and not verify, but verify the information that sometimes we could learn stuff even from people that we don't like the fact that they audit, or we don't like the fact that they voted for Trump, or we don't like the fact that whatever the fact may be. Again, leaving out criminals that are hurtful of children and women, but most other people, they always have something that they could teach. So
Yeah, I agree with that statement. By the way, it was about I thought that each state had something codified or ratified in their constitution to secede from the United States if it became tyrannical. And you corrected me. So,
that's what
gentlemen, I appreciate it. Toe's like, I'm ready to go to bed.
I'm ready to go smoke a cigarette, actually, and then I go to bed.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for having me, and y'all have a good night.
All right, yes, take it easy, buddy. Good night.
Yep.
Rogue Nation. Anything last you need to say, brother?
Just get ready to wax on and wax off tomorrow.
Have your Cash App and your Venmo open. I'll be ready.
Oh yeah. I got PayPal, so we're gonna have to work that out.
I got PayPal too, so I mean, I had to have Oklahoma's drop my PayPal's too.
All right. Well, text me before like half an hour before you plan on going live, so give me plenty of time.
All right.
All right, brother.
All right, brother.
Man. Yep.
Peace,
Merry
brother.
Christmas, guys.
Merry
Peace
Christmas.
to everybody in the chat. Yep.
All right, y'all. Here we go. So you guys heard it. You guys seen it. If you ain't been watching and you're just coming in, We're gonna do a waxing tomorrow night. Hit the subscribe button, all that shit. Make the bell notifications to be watching out. We're gonna have a waxing. Have your money together. Have your Cash App. Have your Venmo ready to send tow money because we about to get this going. We about to do some waxing. You're about to see me get all my hair ripped off of me because this is what we do. And all you're gonna see is Toe for Life in Pain. You're gonna see Ajot with a big smile on her face, and I guess it's going to make everybody in my chats happy, everybody that's going to watch. Share it with your friends. Tell your friends. Put community posts out. I'll have Ajot or me or Ajot. We'll try to put something up early enough that if you guys want to share it out with your friends, share it out on the community post. We'll we'll schedule it and have it scheduled like a couple hours before we're going to do it. So that way you can do it. But get all your stuff together, have your money together, because we're going to do this thing, and you guys are going to see me in pain again. But that being said, I appreciate you, Rogue Nation. Appreciate you, Generally Specific. Havoc, as always, bringing in the videos. And I'm going to get out of here, man. So you know how I do this. And we out this bitch. Toodles.
Shine bright up all night, we're never slowing down. Fall in love, drunk mistakes, we're bound to hit the ground. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now, do it like it's only a day. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad night.